We are in the people business. We just happen to sell cars. Gosh, we said that for a long time around here, but what does that really mean? Well, this is our attempt to bring out some of what that means in real-life stories of the people that make up this special company. My name's Ty Bullard, and I have the honor and the privilege of leading Joe Bullard Automotive right here in Mobile, Alabama, that is truly trying to make a difference one person at a time. Really, Ty? Easy to say, but are you seriously trying to do this or just saying this? I get it, and frankly, I think it's a fair thought. But come journey with us as we open up with these people and truly get to explore their humanness that makes them difference makers. We all have a story. I do, you do, we all do, and I'm just excited to share some of these with you. Okay, enough with the intro. Let's jump in. Welcome back to JBTV. We have Dean Hauge with us, and we just wanted to dig into an area, and I want to jump right back in, Dean, kind of where we were. And you were telling us about the stake in the ground. You just said cold turkey decided to quit drinking. Yep. And not that you were, falling over drunk, but at the end of the day, what I heard was you kind of recognized it was a little something that stood in between you and some relationships and different things, and you decided to quit. Yep. And it was cold turkey. And for you look back on that decision as one of the biggest decisions and best decisions you've made in your life.
No doubt.
And that was how long ago?
8.5 years ago.
And so what's it done for your family?
I have a daughter that is so excited, so proud. She's so proud. That's the key thing. She's so very proud of me. Not only because of my work ethic, and she's got the work ethic, but she's proud of me because she knows how hard that accomplishment is. She knows that it ain't easy, but it's a battle every day. But I don't consider it a battle today. I walk into the grocery store with beers and wine. They don't even talk to me anymore. I just keep walking on past.
But there probably was a period that they did talk to you.
Oh my gosh!
They kind of were pretty convincing.
We're on sale today.
We taste good.
That's it.
We got some new brands.
That's right. But no, it's.
But hearing you say, and I can tell looking at you a little bit about your daughter being proud of you is huge.
And my wife, who is my best friend, and it's important on there. It's very, very important on that. She's my biggest fan. I've got a few out there, but she's my biggest fan.
How did you know that was that important of a decision? Like, how did you recognize that?
Well, I realized if I wanted to go further, I mean, I read a lot. I read a lot of motivational books, and they always say look outside the box, and you don't be scared to get out of your comfort zone and just go for another challenge. Exactly. Yeah. And you can't do that if you've got baggage. You've got to get rid of that baggage. You've got to be free and open and willing to take on whatever challenge that is. And it's very rewarding to take on that challenge and succeed.
So it's recognizing the baggage in your life is almost step one.
Yep.
And then because like as they always say in whatever anonymous you go to, it's the first step's just admitting it you have a problem. And every time you walk into it, let's just say we're using alcohol for example. Every time you walk into an AA meeting, first thing they do is, "Hi, I'm Ty Bullard and I'm an alcoholic." Like you do that every time. It don't mean you've gone 10 years, you go 5 years or 15 years. You always start with that. And it's interesting to recognize the baggage in your life, to identify it first, and then you got to make the choice to eliminate it.
That's
God, that's powerful. That's so encouraging, but it is hard. I can only imagine how hard it is. But it's just, I know it's been super rewarding for you. And looking back now, 8.5 years, that's really cool to hear. Thank you for sharing.
I believe I've had opportunities within this company, and of course you get job offers, but grass is always greener on the other side, and most of the time it's over a septic tank. So you stay where you're at, and you just enjoy. And I believe the opportunities that I've been given from you and from other people is because of how I carry myself and how just not drinking is. I don't think I would have got those opportunities. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong, but I got to stay with that.
Yeah. Your daughter.
Amen.
Tell us a little about your daughter. Why? And I know you're super proud of your daughter,
Yes,
and which is awesome. Tell us a little about your daughter and her journey a little bit.
My daughter, okay. We moved to Mobile, and my wife put my two oldest children in high school. She came to me. I was working at the Goodyear Car Care Center, and she came to me and she said, "I've got them registered in school." I said, "Oh, great." And she said, "They're going to LaFleur." So I said, "Oh, great." She said, "It's a magnet school." And everybody looked at me and they said, "Do you realize no, it's a magnet school, it's going to be good." And there was some obstacles at first. She didn't talk to me. She was like 13, and she didn't talk to me for 6-8 weeks because I had moved her from New Orleans.
A 13-year-old girl, a daughter.
That's it. But then when she got to going to school, she got to enjoying it, and she was a trail mate there for represented LaFleur. And she wanted a car, and I got her a car. It was a Chevrolet Chevette. It was 5 different colors, but it ran. And I told her, I said, "You drive that car for a year. You show me that you're going to take care of it. Check the oil and add air in the tires. After a year, I'll get you something nice." It broke down a couple of times, and she was in her Azalea Trailmate dress when it broke down. So we had some moments, but she ended up going to the University of Mobile, and she was in a very bad accident. She was in a play there. She was in a very, very bad accident. They dropped her on her head on stage, and I went home one night, and there was my baby. She was in the bed, and she could not move from the neck on down, and we didn't know if she was going to be paralyzed. And I mean, it was a
trying moment,
a very trying moment. And God just took over, and just as fine can be, And she graduated from there. She wanted to be a school teacher, and at the time there was no school teaching jobs in Mobile. So she ended up going down to Miami, Florida. She taught down there at a private school. It was very nice for her. And then she met her husband, and they moved to Atlanta because they realized they couldn't buy a house in Miami. So she got to working with a friend over there, and they said, "You need to come work for Coca-Cola."
Coca-Cola.
She's gonna love this, and she is. She's full of energy like her dad, and she got.
What's her role right now at Coca-Cola?
That's a question I really couldn't answer, but I do know she has the entire United States of America and
she's got a big role.
Oh yeah, she's got a huge role. She's up there. Yeah.
I mean, when I think of Coca-Cola Atlanta, I think of the little thing you go into and you hit the button over here and it goes into your cup way over there.
Yeah. Now her territory is the United States of America and Puerto Rico, and it's a very big title. I know that, and I'm very, very proud of her.
I know you
but she works hard.
Well, I mean, but you think about, I mean, I'm just thinking as a parent, listening to you and how you parented her in, like, even the car. Like, hey, I gave you a car of 5 different colors. The reason maybe you said that is maybe you're implying that it wasn't the most popular car pulling into the LaFleur parking lot, at 16. But you said, hey, I'm going to do this. You take care of it. You show me you can take care of it. I'll get you another car in a year. Like, what good parenting. Like, that's such smart, you're setting her up for success, and it's not shocking that she now is a huge executive at Coca-Cola in Atlanta, running over the country in Puerto Rico. It didn't just happen.
No.
There was intentional steps that you took, your wife took, that made that difference for her, and that's just really cool to hear, especially from a parent that's got younger children right now that are still developing, and we're still trying to figure that out.
I say this all the time. It's one of the Deanism. I am so glad I had all my kids young.
Why?
Today's times.
You mean social media and that?
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is.
It's uncharted territory.
It's.
Dean, what's something you would say to a young service advisor getting in this business? Hey, just started. Here's my first few days. I think this is for me. I feel like I've got the gift of gab. I feel like I can really do well in this line of business. What do you tell that person?
Study, know the product, read as much as you can, and it's just important to speak the truth. If you don't know, then let them know, hey, I don't know, but I can help you. I can find out. Be willing to help people. Be willing to listen. Listening is very important. Very important as a service advisor.
I've been here long enough, as you know, and a lot of us probably listening to this have been here long enough to every now and then pull our sun visor down and have a little note from you. Tell me about that.
Well, I was watching something years ago about a video about a handicapped bagger at a grocery store, and he would drop a little note in the bag, and you know, you could tell it was hard for him to do what he was doing, but he enjoyed what he was doing. And it ended up where more people were going into his line. They were looking to see where he was bagging groceries to get his note. When they got home, they would take the groceries out, and there would be the little note from the guy. And I thought, you know, I can do something simple like that. And I started for a long time of typing in a note on the oil change reminder. And then I was just like, yeah, let me do something more personable. And I'd take my business card and I'd write on the back, thank you for being you. And that's just one of my, I like that one. Thank you for being you. I mean, that's personable, and thanking that person that's getting that card. You know, I appreciate you for how you are. It's just a little extra.
Well, I think that's certainly a great way to kind of wrap up, because two things. It's my honor to be able to tell you in front of all these, thank you for being you and bringing you every day. And secondly, I think there's not a better person that has owned their role and influenced more people in the position you're in, where your shoes are. You have maximized your influence, and you do it each and every day, and you've made an impression on me and so many others, and we thank you for that, Dean.
Amen.
We thank you for that, and we want to honor you today about that. And so thank you for sharing what you have, because there's so many nuggets in here, and I just really appreciate you coming on. Till next time, guys.
Proud Bayou Bengal checking out.
Proud Bayou Bengal checking out. Till next time.